Give me an answer. Did President Biden's policies contribute to the inflation or didn't they?
Both Republican and Democratic administrations infuse the economy with trillions of dollars, which contributes to the inflation.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't believe any Republicans voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well, I do. $1.2 trillion.
Before you scroll any further, grab a chilled drink, sit back, and stay with me until the end because this hearing only gets more interesting as it goes on. Senator John Kennedy wasn't satisfied with vague answers. He kept pressing for direct responses on inflation, energy prices, and a witness's past social media activity. There are several moments in this exchange that are worth hearing in full. If you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and now let's get into it.
Last 3 years, unfortunately, the United States economy has experienced substantial inflation. Is that correct? Yes, sir. And
Yes, sir.
that inflation is man-made, is it not?
Any inflation is man-made, sir.
And that man's name is Joe Biden, is it not?
Cannot answer that, sir.
Okay.
Grab your favorite chilled drink, sit back, and watch this hearing all the way through because the exchange only gets more intense. In this video, we break down Senator John Kennedy's heated questioning on inflation, rising energy prices, and a witness's social media activity tied to a climate activist group. See the key moments, the arguments from both sides, and decide for yourself what really happened. If you enjoy congressional hearing breakdowns and the latest political news, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Cohen, let me start with you. I think I'm going to ask a few questions. I think these are yes or no or I don't know questions. Last 3 years, unfortunately, the United States economy has experienced substantial inflation. Is that correct? Yes, sir. And
Yes, sir.
that inflation is man-made, is it not?
Any inflation is man-made, sir.
And that man's name is Joe Biden, is it not?
Cannot answer that, sir.
Okay. Since President Biden took office, average electricity prices in the United States are up 29.4%. Are they not?
I'll have to check the data and get back to you on that, sir.
And isn't it true that electricity prices have increased under President Biden, have increased 13 times faster than the previous 7 years?
I'll have to check the data, sir.
Okay. And the National Energy Assistant Directors Association, I don't know if you're familiar with them. I've checked them out. They're a reputable group. They say that the average United States electricity bill will go up 10% this year and 10% next year. Is that correct?
Again, I'm not familiar with the data, but I can point out, sir, that in Europe,
I'm not interested
in
I'm
Europe,
interested
prices are 2.5% to 3% higher.
I'm interested in our people right now who are having to,
Our people have
who are having to sell blood in order to pay their electricity bill.
goodness.
A substantial portion of this inflation in electricity, up 30% since President Biden took office, is directly related to his energy policies. Is it not?
Energy prices fluctuate based on supply and demand of all sources of energy, yes.
I think it has nothing. Is that a yes or no?
It's a very complicated economic
I
question.
understand. Give me an answer. Did President Biden's policies contribute to the inflation or didn't they?
Both Republican and Democratic administrations infuse the economy with trillions of dollars, which contributes to the inflation.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't believe any Republicans voted for the Inflation Reduction Act. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well, I do. $1.2 trillion, Green New Deal. No Republicans voted for it. You want to amend your answer?
I'll amend my answer that under President Trump and under President Biden, trillions of dollars were infused into the
under-
economy
Under Trump,
and
electricity prices
contributed
went
to
up 5%
inflation.
over 4 years, and under Biden, they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Say again under Trump, please.
Under Trump, electricity prices went up 5%. Under Biden, they went up 30% over 3 years. Which is better?
Clearly, lower rise in electricity prices better.
All right.
However,
Dr. Suprin, let me ask you a couple of questions.
okay.
You're here at the request of my Democratic colleagues?
No, sir.
No, Dr. Suprin.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Dr. Suprin, on
Senator John Kennedy delivered one of the most intense exchanges of the hearing as he questioned two witnesses about inflation, rising electricity prices, and alleged ties to a climate activist organization. The discussion quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the hearing. Kennedy opened by questioning economist Dr. Cohen about inflation in the United States. He argued that Americans have experienced significant financial hardship over the past several years and asked whether inflation was man-made. Dr. Cohen agreed that inflation is influenced by human actions, but declined to place responsibility solely on President Joe Biden, saying the issue is more complex. The senator then focused on electricity prices, citing statistics that he said showed substantial increases since President Biden took office. Dr. Cohen responded that he was not familiar with some of the specific figures and emphasized that energy prices are affected by supply and demand, as well as multiple economic factors. Kennedy argued that the administration's energy policies contributed significantly to higher costs for American families. Dr. Cohen countered by pointing out that both Republican and Democratic administrations approved trillions of dollars in spending, which economists have debated as one factor contributing to inflation. The exchange became increasingly heated as Kennedy compared electricity price increases during the Trump and Biden administrations. He argued that lower price increases under President Trump reflected better economic outcomes, while Dr. Cohen maintained that the issue involves multiple economic variables. Kennedy then shifted his attention to Dr. Jeffrey Supran. The senator questioned him about social media activity involving Climate Defiance, a climate activist group that has been described by some organizations as taking a confrontational approach to protest. Reading statements associated with the group, Kennedy asked whether Dr. Supran supported comments criticizing elected officials and fossil fuel executives. Dr. Supran disputed Kennedy's characterization, explaining that the posts in question were retweets rather than original tweets. He also asked to review the documents being referenced before responding further. As time expired, Kennedy requested that the social media posts be entered into the hearing record. Dr. Supran accused the senator of engaging in character assassination and objected to the way his social media activity was being presented. The committee then moved on to the next senator. The exchange highlights two broader debates that continue to dominate American politics. One centers on what has driven inflation and rising energy prices. Some lawmakers argue government spending and energy policy have played major roles, while many economists point to a combination of pandemic disruptions, global energy markets, labor shortages, fiscal policy, and monetary policy. The second debate concerns whether a witness's social media activity and associations should influence how lawmakers evaluate their testimony before Congress.